Welcome back to Grade 7 Science, Unit number 2, Matter and Materials. This is lesson number 4.1, Matter in Your World. Hot diggity. People even use that word anymore. Professionalism right out the window, folks. Let's get into it. We are starting a new unit. In this unit, we will be looking at substances and mixtures and discovering interesting qualities about mixtures and substances that we see every day. Today, we need to start off with some basic definitions. Let's start with matter. Matter is any material that occupies space and has mass. Solids, liquids, and gases are all types of matter and have different characteristics. And we are going to talk quite a bit about this in more detail in future lessons. We're going to get into talk about the particles that make up solids, liquids, and gases. We're going to be talking about the properties of these particles. In other words, how close or spread out are they, how fast or how slow do they move. But that's a lesson for a future discussion. Okay, just for now, you might want to put the video on pause and just look at the different examples of objects in our world that can be classified as solids, liquids, and gases. All right, let's move forward. The characteristics that we use to describe matter are called properties. Every type of material has its own properties, such as color, odor, and reaction to temperature. And I've listed, or I've posted 3 here on this slide. We have ice, a green lantern ring, and Coca-Cola. Oh, by the way, this is not a working green lantern ring. You can consider this just to be a regular piece of jewelry, but it does look very pretty. Okay, what I want you guys to do when I'm finished speaking is put the video on pause so you can make a list of properties that each item has. Okay, again, by property I mean its color, its odor, how it reacts to temperature in terms of whether it melts or it freezes, it expands, it contracts. Please put the video on pause now so you can make your list of properties for these 3 items. Okay, look forward to hearing your responses in tomorrow's class. Whenever you see a material that has more than one set of properties, that is a mixture. A mixture contains more than 2 pieces of matter that are combined in such a way that each piece still contains its own set of properties. Mixtures, which contain parts that can be seen, are called heterogeneous. Materials that have only one set of properties are called homogeneous. That means that each part of the material is the same. So here I've got a picture of brewed tea, and I've got a picture of chicken soup. And so what I want you to do, after putting the video on pause, is write down whether the brewed tea is homogeneous or heterogeneous, and write down whether the chicken soup is homogeneous or heterogeneous. Please put the video on pause now. All right, let's proceed. It's hard to tell the difference between heterogeneous and homogeneous materials. For example, in some areas we can see that the water is heterogeneous because we can see that pollutants have caused parts of the water to change color or texture. But a body of water that appears to be completely clean may look homogeneous and not really be so. We see in this picture here, this section of Lake Ontario may look clean, but there may be pollutants which we do not see. Technology has made it possible for some things to be homogenized. A popular example of this is milk. For many years, milk was clearly heterogeneous. You could clearly see the fat globules float on top of milk and form a creamy layer. Today, however, milk is homogenized so that the fat globules remain mixed with the rest of the liquid. We would actually need a microscope to see that homogenized milk is in fact not completely homogenized. Alrighty, let's just wrap up with a review activity. So I've got 5 sentences here, and the challenge for you is to match each word in the word list to the correct sentence. If you don't feel that you're prepared to complete this activity, it means you need to go back and watch this video at least one more time. And then when you're ready, please put the video on pause. All right, I look forward to taking up all of the questions as well as this review activity in tomorrow's class. But until we meet again, this concludes today's video.